Are you just so tired of hearing fake it till you make it? Well, today we're going to dive into a completely different approach, a blueprint for building genuine, unshakable confidence that's actually backed by evidence. This isn't about just acting the part. It's about building the real thing.
So let's just kick things off with a really important question for you to think about. When it comes to your own self-belief, are you faking it or are you actually building it? Is your confidence built on a foundation of wishful thinking or on something solid? That distinction really is everything.
And this slide, it just illustrates the two paths perfectly. The old way is kind of like standing at the edge of this huge chasm, closing your eyes, and just hoping you can make the jump. It's a total leap of faith, a real gamble. But the new way? We're not jumping. No way. We're building a bridge, piece by piece, until crossing over isn't a risk at all. It's just a simple, secure walk.
Okay, so first things first, let's just completely dismantle that piece of advice we've all heard a million times. Fake it till you make it. We're about to see why, when it comes to building real, lasting confidence, this is actually a pretty terrible strategy.
Here's the heart of the problem. Pretending to be someone you're not or to feel something you don't, it's just exhausting. Think of it like you have this battery of fakeness. Every day you use it, it just drains and drains. And once it's empty, you're left with absolutely nothing. It's just not a sustainable way to live.
And this is really what faking it feels like, right? It's like you're standing on a cloud with zero solid ground underneath you. You're trying so hard to maintain a feeling without any actual evidence to back it up, and that leaves you feeling totally insecure, always worried you're going to be found out. Because deep down, you know it's not real.
So if faking it is basically a dead end, what's the alternative? Let's switch gears and look at a much more powerful framework. This is where we stop just hoping for confidence, and we actually start to systematically build it.
So this method, it's like someone hands you the actual architectural blueprints for your own confidence. You've got a clear plan, and your materials are the undeniable data you're about to create. Your foundation is built on solid, cold, hard facts, not some fleeting feeling. And the result? No more risky jumps. Just a secure, simple walk right to your goal.
All right, so now let's get really practical. I'm going to give you a simple, actionable protocol you can start using to build your own evidence-based confidence, literally starting today.
So the very first step is to pick 3 things that you currently believe are, quote, impossible for you. Now, they don't have to be huge, life-changing things, just stuff your inner critic always says, nah, I can't do that. Maybe it's waking up super early, or running a certain distance, or even just striking up a conversation with a stranger. So take a second, what are your 3?
And here's the simple 4-step process. First, you identify those tasks. Next, and this is so important, you schedule them. You actually put them on your calendar. This makes it a real commitment, not just a vague idea. Then, you just execute. You do the thing. And finally, the most critical part, you analyze. You consciously stop and acknowledge what you just did. You file it away as a new, undeniable piece of data about who you are and what you can do.
So, you might be wondering, how can such a simple little process be so effective at rewiring years and years of self-doubt? Well, let's look at the science of how this method literally goes in and rewrites your brain's internal code.
This brings us right to the core concept, what we're calling evidence-based confidence. See, it's not a mood you have to get yourself into. It's not a feeling you have to conjure up. It is the logical conclusion your brain reaches when it has a stack of undeniable proof of your capabilities, proof that you generated yourself. You're not trying to feel confident. You're building an airtight case for it that your own brain can't argue with.
Think of it like this. Your brain is constantly operating on data. For years, the data input might have been, I can't do X, or I'm not good at Y. By doing the impossible, you're feeding your brain a brand new data point that directly contradicts that old belief. And if you do it enough times, well, the new data just outweighs the old. Your old self-limitation, it's no longer a valid belief. It becomes, literally, mathematically incorrect.
So after going through all this, what's the one big idea? What's the thing you absolutely have to remember?
Please remember this. Genuine confidence is not an act you put on for other people. It's an asset that you build for yourself. It is the logical result of proving to yourself over and over again what you're truly capable of. It is earned, one piece of evidence at a time. It is not faked.
And that really leaves us with one final, powerful question for you. I want you to look at your own self-limiting beliefs. Based on what we've talked about today, which one are you going to choose to make mathematically incorrect first? What impossible thing will you prove is possible, maybe even starting right now?